Hi boys and girls, today we are on Book 4, Lesson 24, Inverse Operations. So I want to talk about the title here because I'm thinking some of you are probably like, what on earth does that mean? But it's not as hard as you might think. So let's start with operations. You have been working with operations from the very first day you came to school. What operations in math means is plus, minus, divided by, and multiplied by, okay? Operations are our 4 ways that we work with numbers. Inverse is just another word for opposite. So inverse operation of addition is subtraction. The inverse operation of multiplication is division. They're considered opposite or inverse operations. So we're going to be working with fact families today, okay? And we can use our knowledge of fact families to help us use inverse operations to figure out tricky problems. So my first example here, not tricky, pretty simple in fact. We have the fact family of n, 3, and 5. So what does n have to be? I can hear you probably at home telling me to the screen, n is 2, n is 2. I know that 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 minus 2 is 3, and 5 minus 3 is n. Yes, you do know all of that. So let's take this knowledge and apply it to a harder problem. Okay, so in this case, we have 36 plus m equals 54. This one I can't do in my head. That's too tough. So I'm going to use my knowledge of fact families. I'm going to say, okay, this is an addition problem. I know when I have a fact family with addition, I can just flip-flop my 2 addends. So instead of 36 plus m, I can have m plus 36 equals 54. That one still doesn't help me solve m. So now I have to think, what about my subtraction problems? Well, the big number has to be 54, right? Because in addition, my big number is the answer. In subtraction, I take that big number and I move it up to the beginning. So I should have 54 minus something and 54 minus something to complete my fact family here. So I can do 54 minus m equals 36. That's still not terribly helpful to be able to find m. Or I can do 54 minus 36 equals m. If I do this subtraction problem, do you think I'll find the answer? Yes, I think I will. So I'll write vertically, because I don't like doing horizontal math. 54 minus 36 will solve this problem. 4 minus 6 is 2, right? No, I have to borrow. 4, sneak in my 1 there. 14 minus 6 is 8. There we go. And then 4 minus 3 is 1. So what is m? M must be 18. 18 is the other part of this fact family. Oh, I left my eraser again. Okay. Next example. Write another subtraction fact and 2 addition facts using the numbers in this equation. So we have 72 minus w equals 54. All right, so we have to write another subtraction fact and 2 addition facts. So this is subtraction, which means this guy's my big number. So I'm going to start my other subtraction fact here with 72. I did 72 minus w, so now I need to do 72 minus 54 equals W. This will help me find W, because W is all by itself over here. So if I do the subtraction, however, the directions wanted me to find the addition facts as well. So let's do that. This is my big number. It's going to have to go at the end of my addition facts. So I will have 54 plus W, and then I'll flip-flop those and have W plus 54. Then the final part of this problem is use this one to solve for W. So I have 72 minus 54, and that's going to give me W. So 2 minus 4, I have to borrow. 12 minus 4 is 8. 6 minus 5 is 1. Oh my goodness, I got 18 again. W must be 18. All right, for this one, they don't tell us to find all the fact family problems. They just say find the missing number. They give us R plus 36 equals 54. They like using 54 in this lesson, I think. So I don't have to find all the problems, but I do need to think about which one is going to help me solve for R. So this is addition. So is R my biggest number, or is 54 my biggest number? In addition, our biggest number is at the end. So this one right here, 54. So I can think to myself, I can flip-flop these. 36 plus R equals 54. Will that help me find R? No. So I'm going to have to do a subtraction problem to find R. So in a subtraction problem, my big number goes at the beginning. So I'm just going to start by writing 54. Do I want to subtract R, or do I want to subtract 36? If I subtract R, I don't know what that is. That doesn't help me. So I want to subtract 36. All right, 4 minus 6, have to borrow. Guess what? I'm going to get 18 again. All three of these examples had an answer of 18. How silly. All right, but R is 18. I didn't have to find all four problems, just what R was in this case. So read the directions, because sometimes it tells you to write the whole fact family, and sometimes it tells you just to solve for the letter. All right, final problem. T minus 29 equals 57. And this one just says find the missing number. So we don't need all the problems, but we do need to figure out what's my biggest number here. It's a subtraction problem. So the biggest number is going to be at the beginning. So I could do another subtraction problem, T minus 57. That's not going to give me an answer. I can't figure out T that way. So this must be an addition problem. If it's an addition problem, T goes at the answer. Ooh, that's helpful. Well, let's see. I'll take my other two numbers. 29 plus 57 is going to give me T. I don't like doing horizontal math. I want to rewrite it vertically. Line up my place values. 9 plus 7 gives me 16, 5, 6, 7, 8. And T is going to equal 86. So I would write that answer like this and then put a box around it if I were doing my homework. Okay? All right, I'm going to give you guys a couple problems to practice. Once I get them all up on the board, you can hit pause and try them on your own, and then hit play when you're ready to go over the answers. So the first one, 23 plus M equals 42. The next one is Q plus 17 equals 45. The next one is 53 minus W equals 28. Then we have N minus 26 equals 68. And finally, we have 36 plus Y equals 63. All right, give those a try on your own. Press play again when you're ready to go over the answers. And all we're doing here is solving. They did not tell us to write all the fact families, just to solve. That's an addition problem. So where's my biggest number? Right here. That's my big number. So am I going to want to do 42 plus 23 to get M? No, I'm going to end up with a bigger number than 42 if I add something. So that right there's a little trick. That's my biggest number. I can't add, I have to subtract. So 42 minus 23, can't do 2 minus 3, have to regroup, and we get 19 as our answer. All right, for this one here, is Q my biggest number or is 45 my biggest number? It's an addition problem, so this has to be the big number. So am I going to add 45 and 17 to solve for Q? No way, that'll give me a bigger number than 45. Once again, I have to subtract. 45 minus 17, gotta regroup. 15 minus 7 is 8, 3 minus 1 is 2, and Q equals 28. All right, number 3 here. This is a subtraction problem, so where's my biggest number? Right there, I have it. That's my biggest number. So am I going to add 28 to 53 to figure out W? No, because I already have my big number. I have to subtract. 53 minus 28. Gotta regroup. So W equals 25. All right, another subtraction problem. What's my biggest number? In this case, N. N has to be the biggest number. So what am I going to do with 68 and 26 to get a big number? I have to add. This is the case where you have to add them. So 68 plus 26, 8 plus 6 is 14, 6, 7, 8, 9. N is 94. Now, what I didn't say at the beginning of this lesson is we can always plug our answer back in and check it and make sure that we have the correct answer. This lesson doesn't tell us to do that, but that would be a really great idea. If you're not sure that you're setting up the correct equations, stick your answer back in. So in this case, we would do N is 94, so we would have to do 94 minus 26 and see if we get 68. Regroup. Sure enough, that's correct. And our final problem, where's the biggest number? It's an addition problem. So 63 is my biggest number. Am I going to add to try to get my answer for Y? No, that'll give me a bigger number than 63. So once again, I need to subtract. 63 minus 36. Gotta regroup. And Y is going to equal 27. That is the end of our lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time for you to do your homework, which starts on page 149 of your Saxon Math book. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.